I did sign language stuff like once out here, but I haven't really had the passion or the desire to talk about it all that much. Um, yeah, the mic's on.
Okay. Mic
Um,
check. Mic check.
Yeah, you're in there. You're good.
All right.
And then I play with it throughout to make sure it's good. But I just haven't been in that world since I moved from California, and so I don't think about deaf people as much. So I just stopped talking about it, you know. But yeah. So now I'm a substitute teacher. So I spent all day with these fucking kids. Man, these kids are frustrating. You have kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4.
4?
Yeah.
How old?
My oldest is 29. Will be 29.
Okay.
Yeah. So 28, 26, 16, and a 3-year-old. He'll be 4.
You're almost done. What happened?
I got married.
Gotcha.
First time. Somebody different, right? Yeah. So,
Yeah. And they wanted more kids?
Yeah, she definitely did.
How
And
does
I wanted what my wife wanted, so.
Yeah, okay.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we're
Okay,
recording.
all right,
We're
cool.
recording.
All right.
What I mean, does that affect your grind when it comes to all this? I'd imagine having kids needing to put
Somewhat, because I used to travel back and forth to California every week. I would go to Cali Monday morning at 6 a.m. flight, American Airlines, and get the grind on out there in Hollywood. Then I come back to Chicago Thursday morning on a flight. You know what I mean?
You did
Every week for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And so
what were you doing out in California? Just comedy?
Promoting, marketing, networking, the whole nine.
That seems to be
Building my brand out there.
That seems to be your skill set, branding and marketing.
Yeah, promoting, branding, marketing, advertising.
How did you get into? Did you have kids when you got into this?
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. So I started in 2005. I did a birthday party in 2004 for this club at Cosmos on a Wednesday night. My birthday was Wednesday, December 29th in 2004. And I did a birthday party, and it was insane.
Like you promoted, did comedy?
I did my birthday party.
You just had a birthday party.
Just had a regular birthday party, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
Club might have hold about 250. There was a line outside. It was jam-packed. We were over capacity. We were sneaking some of the family in the back door, that kind of thing. It was crazy. And so the owners of the club asked me did I want to do a weekly night, and they offered me a Thursday night. I said, okay, I'll try it. And that was the birth of Donski Entertainment.
What is that? What's your real name? Your government name?
Donald Ellis.
Donald Ellis. Donski.
Donald Ray Ellis Jr.
Donski has more of a club ring to it.
Yeah. So I got that nickname from a close neighbor.
Okay.
You know, my best friend's big brother, who now is that's like family. Like I call him a cousin now. His name is Carlos.
Okay.
So I called him Donski. So I had it when I was like teenager.
It feels like everyone out here has cool nicknames, and I'm jealous.
Yeah.
But okay, so you threw a party. You realized you were good at promoting and getting the word out with stuff and selling yourself, and then you just kind of the ball went from there. Is there like a passion about that?
No, I never signed up. I never dreamed of being a promoter. It just kind of happened when I did my birthday party.
Huh.
Then it happened so quickly. I was really successful at it, and within 2 years, I had a party every night of the week. And you know, I was doing celebrity parties, celebrities coming through all the time. I had different liquor sponsors, you know, knocking on my door. You know, it was just crazy.
I mean, this is something I like to talk about other people. Like, I like to dig into the thought process of other people and try to learn as much from them. And promoting is not my strong suit.
Right.
Like, I think I'm getting the comedy stuff. I'm getting better at that. But when you promote stuff, what is your logic behind it? Like, how do you go about it?
The more people that know about your event, the more successful you will be.
That's very simplistic.
Yeah. If you do a party and it's light, I'll learn not to blame it on the weather. I learned not to blame it on the people who promised me they was coming and didn't show up. It's pretty much you got to get that word out there. The more people that know about it, you know, the better your party. You have people in there.
And you started in 2004, 2005. This is pre social media, so you had to get flyers and like staple it, or
Yeah, flyers and MySpace.
woo,
It was MySpace then. It was
showing your age a little
no
bit.
Facebook, no Instagram,
Yeah.
none of that. So it was straight grind. You had to be out at every club. And then by me being out every single night, even when I didn't have a party at first, I built a great rapport with security guards and promoters. So now I didn't have to pay to get in clubs.
Right.
And I was so patient when they had lines outside and they see my face all the time. Every single night I'm out, it was a respect level. So now I'm ahead of the line. They're like, hey, come on. And now all these party goers and party people that's out, they see me button the line because the security or promoters coming to get me like, oh, yeah, he good. People watch that. You know what I mean? And so
that's like it's a snowball effect. And it's a matter of...
It's a grind because even when I go to these parties, these other promoters' parties, these big promoters in Chicago, and the big DJs, they was seeing me so much. I would speak to them. They start shouting my name out. You know, Donski in the building. So now you getting that promo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What was, in the beginning, what was it like being in the line at the back and like waiting? How did that...
I never really... because I would try to get there as early as possible. I almost really never paid to get in parties because I was always with someone who was plugged, so to speak. So, I never stood in any lines. You know, I was out every night. So you on Monday night, some parties, they didn't have a cover, and then on a Monday night they just started the party, right? And so they just started the party. You wanted on a Monday night, and you wanted the people out. Promoters and security remember that as that night builds up. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then every time I came out, I didn't even know what I was doing. I just had 4 or 5 other people with me. Yeah. Every night, people just calling me, "Where you at?" Just before I start throwing parties, like, "Where you at? Where you at?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm going here." You know what I mean? So
you just kind of through time became the guy. Time and patience.
Yeah. I was out every single night, but the one thing I can tell you about is that I enjoy going to parties and stuff. Yeah. I loved it. I love the music. I love the people. I love to socialize. I love the women. It was dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 4 kids. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you love the women. Fair enough. I guess I relate to that grind. I mean, I don't know how I know we talked at the Laugh Factory a little bit, and you've seen me at Bar 10, but outside of that, it's not like we've had very long conversations. Right. But being new out here, I feel the grind. I love the comedy, and I think that's what, I want to keep getting better. I want to earn respect in this community. I want to make this my living. But I can't deny the frustration that comes with being new. Not only being new, but being new and clearly not from around here. Like every time I get on stage, I always feel like I got to be like, yep, I'm from the suburbs. Yep, grew up around white people, because I could tell the audience picks up on that. And I guess, like, for you love the scene, and you loved just the vibe of parties, and that's the fuel, essentially.
Right, yeah. And then it was just the energy from the whole club scene, the music, and people. But I never dreamed of being a promoter. I didn't even know what a promoter was until I started going down. Oh, they got a promoter. I didn't think about how people got in the party. Yeah. I didn't think about none of that, But by me going out every night, it was as a promoter, as a DJ, I started seeing what was going on, and then I just kind of picked it up. Even when I did my birthday party, let me put a flyer together so I can let everybody know. And I did. And then let me text everybody. And I text everybody on my phone. And, man, it was crazy. And I just started using that same concept. And then I just got better at time.
Who's here? Now, at this point in your career as a promoter, you live off of promoting? That
full-time promoter
sounds incredibly stressful.
It was. It is.
Hello. I didn't catch your name, by the way. Hi, I'm Aaron. Tony, nice to meet you formally. What was I saying? So, I mean, the yeah.
Security here? Okay. coming. Is people coming in already? I'm coming. I come. Right.
We can. Do we need to stop?
For a minute, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we're still going. I got my next question was, did the pre-pandemic feel different than post-pandemic, or how has things been going with that?
Oh, the pandemic was horrible.
Yeah.
I might have went in depression, and I'm like one of the most positive people in the world.
Yeah.
But when I realized that I felt like it was the end of the world, because I love what I do.
Yeah.
And it was 2020, right when we had the NBA All-Star in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I just did really, really, really well. And so I was just like, fell into like a depression, because my nights were doing really well. I had like 4 nights.
Yeah.
Really, really well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now one thing that I was excited about being at home, because I didn't have to rip and run, because I was ripping and running.
Yeah.
So now I was able to rest, relax, spend time with my wife, kids. You know what I'm saying? And so that was the best thing about it. But yeah, I right away was just like, man, what's going on? And then when they said we were gonna open back up within about a month, and that didn't happen, and it was just like
just kept going and going.
Yeah,
and up.
yeah.
Well, it seems like you're back. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Made it through.
You made it through. Now I know you were. I guess in the younger years you would fly back and forth from here to California. Do you ever plan on moving to California or somewhere else, or is it?
Not right now, because I got a lot of family here.
Mm-hmm.
So it would definitely be like a back and forth thing for me. It just all depends on where my career take me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because like I said, I never dreamed of being a promoter. So
right. So you just got to go with the flow.
Yeah. So actually, Donski, the name really originates from, I used to rap when I was younger.
Okay.
When I was 14, 15, 16, I used to rap.
Yeah.
I used to kill talent shows. I used to have a couple dancers back then, you know, that kind of stuff. So that's what that was like my stage name.
Mm-hmm.
And I used that stage name also as my promoter name.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
Hey, y'all, we record. Y'all be like a little low for us. We almost done. Thank you.
Hearing all the Will Smith chatter in the background. Yeah. People are going to know around what time this was recorded. And it seems like you were just saying, kind of a go with the flow thing. So I wouldn't say you have a 5-year plan or anything. It's just kind of just keep grinding day to day.
Not necessarily go with the flow. I do have a plan.
Okay.
I want to open up my own comedy club, Black Comedy Club, very soon. I already did a business plan during the pandemic.
Okay.
We were shut down. I worked on a business plan. It's completed. So, you know, it's a process. It takes time.
Yeah. I
want to do some really big concerts at some really big theaters. Those kind of things I love to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
how, I mean, I haven't been to Riddles yet, but that's the spot.
250, 300 seat or something like that. You know?
Okay.
For comedy.
For comedy.
Yeah. And then for concerts, like thousands. You know, like really big artists. So.
Okay, so
yeah.
You're really shooting for...
Yeah. Every time I go to a concert, the first thing I do is I Google what's the capacity here, and I just start estimating what they might have paid the artists and trying to figure it out, doing numbers. Because there's really, I don't have a mentor for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's really nobody who showed me how to do this. I just got out here and just started doing it and just doing my own research. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, the internet is definitely a university for it. You know, so...
Okay. I only got 2 more questions, and I'll let you go.
No, we good.
Okay.
Ask away.
Okay. Leon Rogers. Clearly, you guys have a relationship.
That's my whole homie. We never got into it ever.
So no Will Smith, Chris Rock moment between y'all.
Nah. Who would slap who though, right?
Who would slap who? I guess.
But
I guess it would be you slapping him because he's the comic.
Right.
No, okay.
Yeah,
so how did you?
Leon is a really great person. I really believe in numbers. When I say numbers, for example, like his father's birthday, and we had the same birthday, 12/29.
Both of you guys?
Yeah. His father's deceased now, but we had the same birthday. And for me, that's just kind of like a match. But when I started up the comedy show to do the open night, I was like, I need someone. I need a radio personality, but not so much as a radio personality, but someone that everybody's gonna respect, and who's like he's like a household name too. And we worked together before in the past on certain things where I booked him, as a feature or to do a comedy show. And because I used to have comedian Lil Rel hosting everything for me.
Oh,
you
really?
With comedian Lil Rel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lil Rel hosted everything. Like, all my comedy shows I would do. He would host my showcases I would do for artists. Yeah, Lil Rel did all of that, yeah.
That's so wild, man.
Yeah, when Lil Rel blew up, it was like, all right, who I'm going to use next?
Who's the next Lil Rel?
Who's the next person?
Yeah.
And so Leon Rogers came to mind, and when I shot him the idea, he was down with it. Mary Lindsay, that's like the mother of comedy. She's the former owner of Jokes and Notes.
Okay.
So she used to do a Wednesday night. That's where I got the concept from, the open mic Wednesday night. I would never do anything on any night that Mary had because we have a relationship, so I didn't want to step on her toes. It's about loyalty. Relationships is so important. But when she shut Jokes and Notes down, that was an opportunity. Okay, now I can do it. And she has came on Wednesdays and supported me millions of times. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of gave you the
passing the torch.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And
that's where I learned a lot of the stuff from working with her, helping her promote some of her events, and just kind of watching. People don't necessarily like this is what but you just kind of watch and see what's going on, and that kind of thing. But I respect her.
Absolutely.
So
Jokes, and I've heard of this. This was like the show pre.
Yeah.
Okay.
She would do an open mic every Wednesday, be millions of comedians, and if it was just really dope. Lil Rel used to host that.
Yeah.
A lot of the comedians in Chicago used to host that.
That's why I came out here. There's something about Chicago comedians that they're untouchable to me.
Yeah. Chicago comedians are hella funny, super dope. They're like geniuses when they get up on stage.
I haven't been to New York yet.
Yeah.
Have you been to New York?
Absolutely, yeah.
Is the how in terms of Chicago versus New York? Because I've been to L.A. Chicago versus New York. Who do you think are like pound for pound better comedians, more consistent?
Chicago.
What is it about Chicago that has that spark? Can you describe it?
Man, Chicago just so much originality, so much. I mean, you got some comedians just walking up and down the street that's not hitting the stage.
Yeah.
Everybody in Chicago just funny. They got these funny little these things that they make up that they just say out their mouth that's just hilarious. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, Chicago's funny, man.
Yeah,
that's very funny.
This is gonna be perfect. Actually, this leads me into it. If you had, you've seen me do stand up. I don't know how much you watch me when I'm up there, but if you had any advice for me specifically, or anything that you've seen, what would you suggest?
First, I would tell you, don't be frustrated.
Okay.
Because I heard you say you're frustrated. You have to be your own self-promoter. Mm-hmm. You really can't rely on anybody else. You got to get out here and promote yourself. I would be out every night if I could.
Yeah.
You moved from Cali, so why? I think we talked about it. What you stand in the house for?
Yeah.
Get out. You got no kids, none of that. So yeah, get out here. Be out here every night, because every night you're networking. You meet new people. You networking, building your fan base, because you're an artist. Mm-hmm. So now you out, like all these people that be in here, I would expect to see you go around, especially with the women, just getting contact numbers and saying, yo, I want you to come to my next show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's just very important. And that's you promoting yourself. Mm-hmm. And then just being at every open mic that you possibly can be to work on your perfection, because that's what this is. This open mic is to help you work on your craft. You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
Just practice.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Practice makes perfect. So, the more you do something, the better, you're going to be good at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we got like one of the best audience, because we pack it out in here on a Wednesday night. We get a really dope crowd. You know what I mean? Now I come from a party scene. So some of the people that used to meet just the party, they ain't used to the comedy, but they're transitioning, so we gotta keep them quiet. Exactly. Yeah. So the man you wear at a bar, this is not even a comedy club. So they're they coming in here just when's the party? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I would do for you. I would just be out every single night. You're a young guy. You're ambitious. You're doing this podcast. You teach, right? You're teaching. You're substitute teacher. So, I mean, you're smart. I would be writing. All those things that come with comedy that you see all the comedians. They do comedy and they become actors and all that stuff. All that stuff. I would be doing all that stuff as much as possible. Building up all my content. So you just never know who's in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And always. You're not from here, so you definitely got to build a fan base. So you meet people and invite people out. So when you come, whenever you open mic, you got 3-4 people following, which you building your own fan base without you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the promoters or club owners will notice that, and they be like, "Hey, Aaron, you wanna, you know what I'm saying?"
Yeah, I feel.
Because they know you got this following. That's important. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely.
That's very important. Believe in yourself and never give up. You're going to have some situations, I know you're working, but you're going to have some times where you just want to throw the towel in. Just keep pushing.
Okay.
Believe in yourself.
Well, man, I know you have to go do your job.
Yeah, I do.
Thank you for recording.
Appreciate you.
It was good.
All love. Yep. Yes, sir. Thank you.